All right, we're getting started. How's everybody doing? That's all you got? You're here on vacation at a campground, this wonderful campground, having a great time, and you say, yeah, good. How's everybody doing?
Woo!
I still think you can do better than that. How's everybody doing? Good job. Excellent. All right, very good. My name is Kevin Robinson. My nickname is K-Rob, professional BMX bike rider. I want to thank Flat Rock Campground for bringing me up here to visit you guys. So big applause to them for having me come up. Pretty exciting. He said next year we're definitely going to bring some ramps up here and do a big ramp demo. So do some flying. It'll be a lot of fun. All right, so I'm basically here. I'm going to talk. I'm going to do a few tricks on my bike up here on the stage, and I'm going to do a little bit of stuff down there, and wherever I can squeeze in and find some room. All right, but also here just to talk about some of the fun things I've done in my life. All right, it's been an amazing career I've had. Professional bike rider for 25 years, and I've had so much fun doing it. So I'm a 10-time X Games gold medalist. I've been in every single X Games since they started back in 1995. Competed at every single X Games up till 2013. That was my retirement year. I retired from X Games as a competitor, but I continued to commentate. I'm an analyst for ESPN for the X Games. I started being an analyst in 2011. 2010, I suffered a long series of shoulder injuries. I ended up having 8 shoulder surgeries before my shoulder got finally fixed. They took bone out of my hip and put it in my shoulder, and finally got things straightened out. But in that time, I started becoming an analyst. So I was doing both for a little while, and then I was in Brazil competing at an ESPN contest, and I crashed and got a bad concussion and got knocked out. And ESPN said, "What are we going to do? Our analyst is knocked out." So we had to think of something. So fortunately, I woke up and I was fine, and I ended up doing it. But they said, "Okay, it's one job or the other. Either you're going to ride or you're going to be an analyst." And I put down the bike and picked up a mic. It's a lot safer. So I'm 43 years old. I'm out of East Providence, Rhode Island, born and raised. I'm the youngest of 7 kids. So grew up, my parents always say, we may not have a lot of stuff, but we have a lot of love. All right, so I had to work real hard to become a bike rider, to become a professional bike rider. It's one of the greatest moments of my life. Now, my favorite thing to do is to ride ramps. I love riding big ramps. I love riding half pipes, and I compete at vert ramps and on the mega ramp. The mega ramp is a big 70-foot tall roll-in. I go down, go 40 miles an hour. I jump a 70-foot gap, and I go up a big 27-foot tall quarter pipe. So, to give you an idea of what I like to do, since I can't fit ramps like that here today, I want you guys to check this out. Greatest moment of my life was getting on a bicycle for the first time. All right, so that's what I like to do on my bicycle. All right, so you notice at the beginning, said best moment of my life was the first time I learned how to ride a bike. That is so true. Every time I get on my bicycle, to this day, I feel giddy like a little kid. I love being on my bicycle, especially if I'm on a ramp. I love being on a ramp. I love the fact that I can take something I love. My little bicycle has taken me all around the world. I've been to over 30 countries. I've experienced all kinds of amazing things and met all kinds of amazing people. What are some of the dreams that you have when you grow up? How about you kids? What do you want to be when you grow up? What are some of the things you want to be? How about you? An engineer, very good. Anybody else? How about you? A doctor, very good. How about you? Professional snowboarder, how about you? An author, very good. How about you? A wrestler, very good. How about you? What's that? A doctor, very good. Anybody else? How about you? What's that?
Can you raise your hand?
A pilot, very good. Anybody else? My son, Riley, how about you? You want to be dad? How about you? Way in the back, the light blue shirt.
Tell him you don't want to. That's what we started saying.
A graphic artist. All right, anybody else out in the back? How about you? Right here. You want to be a what? A maid. A maid? All right, hey.
Why not?
A teacher. How about you? A lawyer. All right, very good. All right, how about adults? What are some of the things that you wanted to be when you were a kid? What is that dream that you had? That one thing you couldn't stop thinking about when you were a kid? Everybody has it. Don't be shy. You're our leaders. Boston Bruins. Very good. Anybody else? Anybody else? A what? A princess Austrian? Horse trainer. Princess horse trainer. Anybody else? That's creative. Anybody else? How about you? A lobsterman. Very good. That's hard work. Anybody else? Let's get one more. Come on now, don't be shy, don't be shy. Where are we? Oh, right here. A pilot. Very good. On the way up. Are you a pilot? Are you a pilot? There it is. Yeah, give it a big round of applause. Very good. That's what's awesome. We live in the most amazing country there is. America, you can ride a little kid's bike for a living. That's pretty awesome. I can get a little kid's BMX bike, and I'm at work. Okay, it's a pretty awesome thing, but you have to work real hard to get there, right? Actually, you know what? I'll make my bike. So, when I was a kid, I didn't start off riding giant ramps and that kind of stuff. I started off doing tricks on the ground, flatland tricks, okay? So this is my flatland bike. It's a lot different than my ramp bike. My ramp bike has a really low seat, only has back brakes, no pegs. It's set up a lot different. Then I have a mega ramp bike. That bike's for the big mega ramp. That's set up even different. The geometry's all different on it, so I have a couple different bikes. All right, this is my flatland bike. Now, I ride for Hoffman Bikes. That's the bike that I ride. I've been riding for Hoffman Bikes. Matt Hoffman, riding for him for 22 years, so a long time. I was a Red Bull athlete for 14 years. I actually just left Red Bull about a month ago. All right, and I went to Neon. So I ride for Neon, which is another energy drink, but it's all natural. There's no taurine in it and all that stuff, right? So, and I was a Target athlete for 13 years. So it's been a lot of fun. I've experienced amazing things with bike riding. Okay, now, I didn't start off doing those big tricks and doing big ramps. I started off doing small flatland tricks. Okay, want to see the first trick I ever learned? All right, here we go. First trick I ever learned. I'm working on a very small, tight stage. Here we go. If I fall off, just duck. All right, here we go. Ready? First trick I ever learned.
Watch.
You guys are like, oh, come on, big deal. These kids are all like, oh, dude, that's all you do? You just ride your hand, all right? But think about when you're a little kid, the first time you try to let go of your handlebars, okay? Riley, my son Riley, and Kevin Jr., I remember when they learned how to ride no hands. And they were little, and they were so scared the first time they're trying to take their hands off, right? It's scary, but the more you do it, the better you get at it. Now, first actual trick I ever learned is called back hops. So it's a lot like a pogo stick. So you hop on the back tire, and then you can take your hand off. Then you can X up the bars. You can look around. All right. So my friends and I would sit out in this parking lot, this empty parking lot near this BMX racetrack. So I used to BMX race, but I did not enjoy that at all. I found no fun in pedaling myself until I got tired. All right. So we would sit in this empty parking lot and practice tricks. So then I thought, well, hopping on the back was fun. Maybe I could hop on the front of the bike. So I hop on the front of the bike, and then I could take my feet off, and I could look around. A lot of it is just balance. It's just learning the balance point of the bike.
Wow.
Like that. Like that. Right? So, that's the thing, just constantly being out there and trying different tricks. There's another fun trick I learned called the infinity roll. This is going to be interesting on stage. There we go.
Oh, that's cool.
Alright, you do that. I still get dizzy every time I'm good. Alright? But each time is just challenging myself and seeing what new tricks you can do. Alright? Another trick I like to do, pretty tight probably to do here, but let's see if we can do it. This is called bike control, if I can pull this off up here. There we go. One hop, one eat. Alright, so it's just learning how to adapt. You know, and I lived in Rhode Island, so I had to deal with New England weather. So I had a lot of snow. My friends and I would be out there shoveling off my friend's ramp or shoveling off a parking lot just to have a place to ride. But that's the dedication it takes. Practicing for hour after hour after hour, every day. Right? Actually, here's another trick I do. This trick is always fun. This is called a Switzerland squeaker. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. There you go. You know, it's just having that bike control to be able to do that. I'll bring my bike back out in a minute, all right? So, the more you practice, the better you get with everything that you do. Whatever it is that you do, you have to practice as hard as you can. You have to make working hard a habit with everything you do. Kids, I don't care if it's cleaning your room. I don't care if it's taking out the trash. You have to do it the best you can. Work as hard as you can. If you make your bed spotless, not a wrinkle on it. All right? Work as hard as you can. My kids, you hear what I just said? Make your bed spotless. No wrinkles. All right? So, in 2008, say I had this itch in me, okay? I wanted to do a world record, right? So Matt Hoffman at the time, Matt Hoffman invented this ramp called, there's a big air ramp, okay? So Danny Way, this pro skateboarder, he invented the mega ramp, which is the jump and the quarter pipe. Well, Matt Hoffman did the quarter pipe first back in the early 90s, okay? Actually 1992, right? And he never got true tribute to it. So I had this idea, and I pitched it to Red Bull, and I said, hey, I want to do a world record. I want to do a height record. So Matt Hoffman's height was 26 feet over the top of a 26-foot tall ramp. So I wanted to try to beat it, okay? So they got Central Park. We get thousands of people there, right in the middle of New York, and I got to break the world record, right? Here, wait, guys, check this out.
That's awesome.
All right, so it took me a lot of tries to do that. It took my wife a lot of nerves to watch, right? But it took me a ton of tries, but I kept trying until I got to the point where I wasn't going to stop till I physically couldn't do it anymore, until New York was like, buddy, get out of our park, all right? But I kept trying, and I still hold the record to this day. And I got some friends that are trying to beat it. Morgan Wade wants to beat it, and if they beat it, you know what? Good for them, because I'm not going to try it again. But I broke the record. Yeah. So the height I achieved was 27 feet. So I went a foot higher. So it was 54 feet off the ground. At the bottom of the Roland, I was going 53 miles an hour heading into it. So the most difficult part of that, I had to physically train for that. I put on a lot of size. I was pretty big for that, just because I had to be able to handle the G-force. As I first started trying, I wanted to collapse every time I hit the ramp. There's so much power and so much G-force going into that. But it was awesome. It was such a cool experience. And because of that show, I got to be on David Letterman the next day, and I got to do a lot of fun things just because of breaking that record. Right? But for me, it was a quick thing. It was like, break the record, and then my wife always jokes because I would do the record, and then or I'd do something I want to accomplish, and the next day I'd be like, yeah, that was fun. Who cares? It's over. Let's go do the next thing. Right? That's always been my motto, just to kind of keep going and keep going after those goals. Now, one thing I like talking about is safety. I see so many kids riding around without helmets on, kids that go to skate parks. I go to Rye Airfield Skate Park, which is right down the road. Which is an awesome park. It's my favorite vert ramp there is. The ceiling's a little low, but it's okay. It's all right. But that park is amazing. It's a skate park. It's an amazing indoor park right down the road from here. And it boggles me, the kids that don't wear pads or don't wear a helmet. Kids that don't ride with helmets on. And people say, well, we never wore helmets when we were kids. Well, we never wore seatbelts either. But it's called knowledge. As we grow up, we learn that it's safer to protect your head. Because it's not if you're going to fall, it's just when. It's going to happen. So why not protect your head? I have friends that are in my industry that are no longer able to ride a bike. Some of them not even able to function a normal life. Just because, and that was with a helmet on. So I can't imagine not having a helmet on. Now people ask me all the time, do you get injured? Yeah, I get injured. All right, you guys want to see something comical? Okay, here's a little list of my injuries. So I've had a few. All right, so I've had 45 orthopedic surgeries. All right, I've had over 30 concussions where I've been knocked out unconscious. I've had a lot of stuff. Recently had a hip replacement. All right, I feel amazing. I'm a personal trainer. I'm a black belt taekwondo and instructor. I take care of my body. I work out very hard all the time. And I try to take care of myself. And I'm 43. So I'm going to keep going as long as I possibly can. No one's going to take me off that bike. All right. Now, my hip was a big challenge for me because that was right when I was getting ready to retire. Everybody's like, he's not going to be able to do it anymore. He's going to be all done. Robinson's done. He's going to have to hang it up. But I knew that I could come back and ride my bike. It might not be on the competitive stage, but that never mattered to me. I never cared about the competitive stage. I cared about pushing my own progression. And I can still do that to this day. Actually, I want you guys to check this out. Now, how many of you have that something that really scares you? Like if you fell riding your bike, or if there's something that you've done that scares you now to try. Raise your hand if you have an answer. How about you? You fell down the stairs. Did you think about that every time you go down the stairs? Kind of, yeah. Anybody else? Yeah, give me a hand up. You broke both your wrists doing what? Snowboarding. Both of them at the same time? Oh man, did you have to get surgery? Thank God. But I bet the next time you went out snowboarding, like after you were healed, it was scary, right? Before, yeah, you're young, so like me, when you're younger, you jump the gun and don't listen to the doctor, and you say, no, I'm fine, I know I am. You still feel it? No? You good? Oh, good, I'm glad you healed up. All right, anybody else?
I fell off my bike and I got my knee right here.
You fell off your bike and you hit your knee? Right? You a little scared to ride your bike after that? How about you? Oh, you fell off doing the same thing twice. That's the scary part. So one time I shattered my pelvis, okay? So I shattered my pelvis and I healed up, and then shortly after that I shattered it again on the same trick. All right? So that was a setback. So we all have setbacks. We all have those things that scare us. But you have to push through. Especially doing what I do, I have to be able to push through that fear barrier, regardless of the consequences. No matter what, I have to be able to go through that fear and to accomplish what I want to accomplish. So, with my hip, actually I'm going to grab my bike. So, with my hip, I was scared to ride again. You know, I was nervous, and that trick you saw me do at the end was called the boomerang. And that trick really hurt my hip when my hip was getting bad. And I was so nervous to do that trick, to do a flatland trick. Never mind flying in the air. Actually, riding ramps hurt less than anything. It hurt less than walking. Right? So I was on a ramp, I was okay. My bike was kind of my wheelchair. Right? But that one trick scared me. So I'm going to show you the boomerang. Okay? So this is the trick that scared me. And it may not look like a big deal, but that used to hurt my hip so bad. And I would sit there right after my hip, and I did it. I was so nervous trying it. Let me see if I can double it up. Let's see.
Wow.
All right. That's a good idea. All right, there's another one that hurt pretty bad too. This trick was called the decade. This trick was always scary anyway. So I'm going to see if I can do it. All right? Let me give you some noise. Make some noise. So, you know what? I'll explain the trick first. So, it's a lot like the boomerang, but I jump over the bike and come back down, okay? So this trick always scared me. Even before I was hurt, it scared me. I felt more comfortable flipping on a ramp than doing this trick. All right, here we go. Right, but I had to conquer my fears. And I have to keep doing it. As time goes on, I'll crash and doing something else. And I'll face another fear. And I have to keep trying and keep pushing through. Now, as I said, I've been in every single X Games since day one, okay? So, I didn't get my first medal until 2003, okay? So 1995 was my first X Games. You know what place I got? Second to last. I beat one guy. Right? And the next year in practice, it was in my home state of Rhode Island where it started. And the second year in practice, I'm all excited. I'm in Rhode Island. I'm competing. I'm in front of all my friends. And I break my leg in practice. So I couldn't compete. Okay? So then the next year, I got fourth to last. I beat a few more people. Then I did a little better. Then I did a little better. Then I got a bronze medal. So 2006, okay? 11 years. This is 11 years into X Games. Right? I was in my 30s at this point. Right? And there was this trick that I was working on, that I invented. A trick called the double flare. Okay? So everybody kept telling me it was impossible. For 3 years I worked on this trick. For 3 years I kept trying this trick. Everybody's like, it's impossible. Why is he trying this? There's no way it can be done. I got 2 concussions, a fractured tailbone, elbow surgery, wrist surgery, all off this one trick. Kept trying and trying and trying. But I knew that I could do it. So X Games 2006, BMX, best trick here. I want you to check this out.
I just want to pull a double flare. That's all I want to pull. I don't care if I walk out of this place with nothing else. I said I don't care if it's midnight and the lights are off and everybody's gone, I'll still be on the right trying.
I've got goosebumps right now, Jimmy. I think he's got one thing on his mind, and it's the double. Man, this is a little scary. This has been a long time coming for Kevin Robinson, and here we go!
Oh.
That is just nuts to watch.
No, I ain't got to pull that trick, so I can just put it to rest.
Here we go. Took the body armor off.
Oh my God.
Running is about, that's why I ride a bike, that right there. Wow. You may say, you know what, there's nothing else I can do, but you sit at home, we just think of stuff and we start trying it and it works and we just keep progressing. And I said if I pull that, I put it to rest, but it felt so good, I don't know.
Other than the birth of my 3 kids, marrying my wife, that is one of the best moments of my life. Just because of the hard work, and that's what earned me my first gold medal. And the next day I got my second gold medal at the first big air event. So I won that, and I ended up winning that 4 times. So, but it wasn't even about the medal. It was about the moment, that moment of feeling my tires hit the ramp, knowing that I was rolling away after all that hard work. That's what meant more to me than anything. I still, every time I watch it, I can get goosebumps and I get that same feeling like I'm there again. And for me, it's about pushing the progression of my sport. So I just want to see people do the stuff that I invented. I invented no-handed flares. I love when I see guys at contests doing no-handed flares, because I'm like, I did that. I put that into my sport. The double flare, nobody else had done it until this summer at X Games. Colton Satterfield, who called me about 3 months before X Games and said, walk me through it, coach, how do I do this? And he actually did it. His 3rd try at X Games this past summer, I was sitting there calling, I was in tears on TV crying calling the event, because it was awesome to see him do it. And that's the best part, the best feeling is watching the progression of your sport grow and you being a part of that. It's breathtaking for me. It takes my breath away every time. Now, some of the most important things, kids, for me, to be as successful as it was, is just good things about being kind to others, treating people nice, having respect for people, working hard, being friendly. All right? We live in a world where everybody's so quick to be angry and everybody's so quick to judge, and all the media that we see, it's all mostly negative. But it's so much. So how many people in here like to be treated mean? If you raise your hand, you're lying. You're lying. You don't like to be treated mean. All right? How many people in here like to be treated nice? We all do, right? If you say something nice to somebody, if I say something nice to you, if I say, wow, that's a cool shirt you got on, right? See? Yeah, make you smile a little bit. Yeah, right. I got you. All right? You say one nice thing to somebody, it makes people smile. And that's what helped me get through my career, was to be able to treat people kind. It didn't matter who they was. You know, one time I got yelled at. I was walking the red carpet for the ESPY Awards. Right? I got nominated for an ESPY Award in 2008. And I'm walking the red carpet, and I stopped, and I got yelled at because I was talking to the guy that was sweeping the red carpet for about 15 minutes. Right? Because I was fascinated with him. I was just talking to him because he didn't care about who was paying attention to him. He was just doing his job. And I had so much respect for him. And I got yelled at for holding up the line. You know? But you have to treat everybody the same. We're all people. We all put our leg in our pants, one leg at a time. Some of us try to do it 2 at a time. It never works out. All right? But you have to be kind to one another and treat people nice. Now, one thing I've always loved is trust. How many people here like trusting people? How many people here like to have a friend you can trust or family you can trust? All right? All right, now, I'm going to play a fun little game. All right? We're going to bring it over there, though, because I don't have room up here. All right? So I'm going to get my bike. All right?
I'll bring your bike.
All right, we're going to go into that area. I need a volunteer. I need an adult volunteer. insurance reasons. Don't volunteer. All right, let's see. We're gonna get my friend back there. All right, let's go over here.
Come on.
All right, come on.
Huh?
Okay. All right. Stay back off behind the cone things. All right. Where's my volunteer? All right, come on over here.
I want to go see
All right.
Dad. Stay together, guys.
All right. So we're gonna build some trust. All right, we're gonna build trust. All right, with your dad. All right. So I want you to lay down right here. All right. No, the other way. Yep. Long way. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. All right. Now you lay right there. You good? All right. I need everybody to back up. Riley, back up. Riley, watch out, buddy. All right. I'm gonna use that little area. All right. You ready? It's getting dark. Hopefully I can make this. Okay, here we go. Alright, that was alright. Alright, you know what though? Let's build some more trust. Let's get another person out here. Alright. You mind laying on the ground? Alright. You got a skirt on. You wanna lay? You alright? Alright. Alright. Here, lay after him. Go after him though. Alright. Alright, scooch in this way. Scooch together. Perfect. Alright. Now. Alright. Can I open this little walkway? Yeah. Yeah, you can come down here. You can come down here. There you go. Alright. Alright, here we go. Alright, you ready? I need some noise. You gotta make some noise. Alright. Riley, you can't walk across, buddy. Alright, here we go. Alright. Let's build some more trust. Let's see. Alright, we'll get Kev Jr. We'll get my son. You can go right there. Alright, scooch together. That's Kevin. Alright. Alright, you ready? Alright, you guys gotta move. Give me some. Up. I'll get a little more this side. Alright, that was fun. But I think we need to build some more trust. Alright, come on out. We'll get you in there. Lay down. Scooch together. Scooch together. Alright. Alright, we ready? Are we ready? Alright. Hold on. Okay, everybody on the grass. Back up a little bit. Alright, here we go. I like to do it. Okay, let's make some noise. Alright. Here we go. Alright, that was fun. That was pretty hard, but let's do another one. You're in there. Come on in. Lay him down. Alright, this is my last guy. Alright, you know what though? Alright, I need you guys to all stand up. For real. All stand up. I'm gonna skip. Yeah, first guy laying right here. Yep. You go right there. You go right next to him. Okay, keep the legs together. Next to him. No, you can't do much. I hit him, it's okay. Right, you go right here. Alright, and Kev, you're right there. Scooch in, buddy. All right, here we go. All right, you ready? Are we ready? All right. All right, I need noise. You guys gotta make noise. All right, here we go. All right, give it up for our volunteers. All right, I'm gonna head back to the stage for. Give me a hand over there.
She's like, this is crazy, he's jumping people.
Look at building truck. See? He's jumping. Scary. That is that too. I said something.
What did you say?
All right, thank you very much, everybody, for making the move over there. Appreciate it. All right. Most important thing I can't stress enough, kids. Do not go home and try to drum your brother or sister. Okay? Right? Do not try to go home and say, no, I got it, little brother. Lay down. I got this. I saw K-Rob do it. All right? Okay? Been doing this a long time. I've actually jumped 12 people, and I always thought that 12th person was really brave. Because I was scared. All right? But you have to work as hard as you can to build that trust. Now, if I had monster trucked over all of them and rode over all of them, and I said, no, lay down, let me try it again, are they going to trust me? No. All right? So you want to earn that trust and keep that trust. Now, my career has been amazing for me. It has been a true blessing. And now, I've kind of transferred into like physical fitness, and like that's why I switched to Neon, which is an energy drink, works with Vicellus, which is a protein company, and I work with Plaga Now, which is a joint lubricant company for all those people out there that have arthritis, right? All those things, and all the things that I have earned through bike riding, all right? So, Grinds is my clothing company, so I have pants with built-in knee pads, hip pads, tailbone pads, all right? You can't tell the pads are in them. All right, commentator for ESPN. So I've been able to become an analyst for ESPN. I'm a black belt in Taekwondo, an instructor. So sometimes I do a break where they smash 6 inches of cement on my stomach with a sledgehammer. I don't know why, I'm a boy. This is what we do. All right, K-Rob Foundation. K-Rob Foundation is my non-profit foundation, okay? We help deserving children stay involved in athletics. We're actually getting ready to build the first outdoor public K-Rob Foundation skate park for the kids in my hometown of East Providence, Rhode Island. So I'm really excited about that. We're in the process of looking to build a couple more, so I'm really excited about that as well. Now, I've gotten to experience some pretty amazing things. All right, so this is the K-Rob Foundation. We put on this big family fun festival every year, okay? We have 80 vendors, we have all kinds of different entertainment. It's so much fun, and we put it on for my hometown. We do a ride down the bike path to kick off the event. And this is the ride. The police shut the road down. They bring all the people up. So having the foundation is such a big part of my passion for life. And it's what I've earned. I've had some pretty cool things. So I've gotten to be on Right Guard deodorant sticks. I've gotten to be on the Sunset Towers in LA, in Hollywood. All right, so I go to the Target house. I visit all the Target kids that are going through cancer, which is such an amazing experience and really humbling experience. All right, I've gotten to Junior Seau was one of my best, closest friends. He was actually the ambition that got me to start the K-Rob Foundation. I'm still a part of the Seau Foundation, still on the board of directors. So just a big inspiration for my life. My son actually plays football, and he is number 55 in honor of Junior, so pretty amazing. All right, and you know, I've gotten to meet some pretty cool people. I met Tony Bennett. I've hung out with the Target dog. You know, John Bon Jovi. I did all the Tony Hawk Boom Boom Hawk Jam tour, and John Bon Jovi came and hung out with us. And I've gotten to go to all kinds of amazing places in the world. And Tony and I are good friends. And that's my wife, Robin. She's in the front there. Big round of applause for Robin. She has a lot of places. All right. So
We're going to the
all those things, and
going
a
to the
ton more. I have a list of stuff I've got to do just because of being passionate about something and working hard for that passion and not ever giving up. All right? That's all I can stress to you is just don't give up with what you believe in. All right? There's going to be people being negative to you for the rest of your life. But just believe in it and keep pushing through. I always say, one of my favorite things to say is believe and achieve. If you believe it, you'll achieve it. But you have to be willing to go through every obstacle and every setback and to keep pushing forward no matter how hard you have to. All right? Now, I want to answer any questions for anybody that has any questions. All right? How about you? Achieve. That means to earn something. Like to work hard to earn something. Okay? All right? Also, I want to give a huge round of applause, please, to Jen that works in the office here. We go way, her and her sister Jess, we go way back. Back to Rogers Campground up in Lancaster, New Hampshire. They are very, very good friends of mine, and I haven't seen them for years, and I got a call and said, you got to come to the campground. So can we please give her a big round of applause one more time? All right, anybody have any questions? I am wearing grinds. All right? Pretty cool, huh? It's stretchy. It's fun. Anybody else? Kev?
When are you going to build a skate park?
When am I going to build a skate park? Hopefully soon. We're going to start soon. All right. Actually, another exciting thing next year I'm doing. This is talking about pushing the aggression. Just because I don't compete anymore doesn't mean I have to stop doing that. So next year in Providence, Rhode Island, I'm doing a world record backflip, which my wife cringes as I say this. All right. So ESPN's doing the show, but I'm going to backflip 120 feet. So that's my goal for next year. So in Providence, if you keep a lookout for it in August of next year, make a trip down to Providence, come check out the event. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, anybody have any questions?
Where do you live now?
I live in Rhode Island. So I lived in Oklahoma. I lived in Woodward. Woodward is an action sport camp in Pennsylvania. I lived there for 10 years, and I lived in California for a year, and then we moved back to Rhode Island about 6 years ago.
Were your parents supportive of everything?
My parents were so supportive of me through day one. My dad always told me, he said, just be a kid as long as you can, because you spend most of your life having to be an adult. So just be respectful, work hard, but be youthful and be a kid as long as you can. So
How concerned with the concussions that you've had are you?
the difference, I have a concussion doctor, so I have a concussion doctor I work very closely with and monitors everything I do. And the great thing about my sport is, unlike football, where, someone like junior, where it's, you hit your head, okay, you have a bad hit, but then every day you play, you're hitting your head, you're hitting your head, you're hitting your head. We hit our head once, and then I don't hit it again for a year, and then you hit it again. So you have time to properly heal. That's the difference. So I've had a lot of time to heal. I have a couple little things like, if I get tired, I get distracted, things like that, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. Not at all. And especially now, the technology of helmets, there's this company called D6 for full face helmets. It's amazing the helmets they make. So, yeah. Riley, you got a question? What do you got, buddy? All right, you ask, what do you got?
Can I go to bed?
You want a hug? Hold on. How are you? I am born and raised in East Providence, Rhode Island. Now I live in Barrington. How about you? Have I gone to Texas? Yep, I've been to every state except Alaska and North and South Dakota. Those are only three states I haven't been to. So I've been every other one.
That's pretty cool.
I love being a man. I love being everywhere. I like meeting new people. I love experiencing everything. I love Rhode Island. I love New England. There is no place like New England. No place anywhere like it. We'll give you the shirts off our backs. We may swear at you and get mad at you while we're doing it, but we'll do it. How are you? What's that?
John thinks under the stage.
Your BMX bike? You can get it. You can order them online. Like, if you want a good BMX bike, Dan's Comp. But I go to, there's a really good shop, NBX, which is down in Rhode Island. But Dan's Comp, if you're a mail order, it's amazing. So, right? They'll testament to that, right? They have everything possible. Go to dancecomp.com. It's amazing. How about you?
How many records have you broke?
How many records have I broke? So the world record, the height record is the record I hold. And then double flare is just the one I invented, but I'm looking to do the distance backflip record. So the record now for a backflip is basically 80 feet. So I want to do 120 to 100. I'd like to do 150, so we'll see what happens. Wait.
Where did you get your first bike?
Where did I get my first bike? I got my first bike from a yard sale. From paper route money. Out of paper route. And I saved up my money and I went to a yard sale and I bought my first BMX bike. So.
Do you get like a discount if you want to buy a bike, and do they like give you a discount for your famous?
Do I get this? I don't have to buy my bikes, fortunately. Hoffman bike, I haven't had to buy a bike for 24 years. So, yeah, thank God. Otherwise, that'd be a lot of bikes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, come here, buddy. Come give me a high five. So, right after this, I'm going to sit right here and I have autographs for everybody if you want me to sign something for you. All right? I want to thank you guys so much for coming to hang out. I really, really do. Yeah. One more. How long have I been in the business? 25 years professionally. I've been doing it for about almost 32 years. All right? I'm 43. Oh. This is Riley. He's crazy on a bike. That's all right. That's all right. You gotta do what you love. All right? Thank you guys so much for coming out. I really, really appreciate it. If anybody wants an autograph, please form a line. I'm going to get my autograph cards. If you have any questions, come on up and I'll answer any questions. I appreciate it.